This is the vehicle that hit Jen. Jen was going straight on the frontage road, and this guy turned left in front of her, hit the car, tore the car completely up, broke the rim. Wow, the rim's busted. Airbag deployed. So the reason why I'm even filming this right now is I got a question for you. Are you there for your spouse in a time of need? Some people aren't. I would hope that you would be. Jen just got in a car accident. Could have been a lot worse. It was about a 65 to 70 mile an hour glanced off collision. Could have been a head-on collision because somebody crossed right in front of her. When she was going straight, they were trying to get on the freeway. Car's totaled.
You want to see my tattoo?
Yeah.
From my steering wheel?
That's
if I turn it upside down, it's a Mitsubishi emblem that came from the steering wheel when I was using the wheel to turn it away from the other car. So that's why my arm was across the steering wheel. So I got this lovely little... I just need one more triangle and it would be a complete Mitsubishi emblem. Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. Just be there for your spouse, man. That wreck was bad.
Yeah.
The wreck was bad. It totaled the car. But the reason why I'm even telling you about this is because I got a frantic call from Jennifer, and I was just tired.
Was I frantic though, or?
Yeah, you're frantic. Frantic call from Jennifer. Dan, I just got in an accident. You know, the car's totaled. My leg hurts, and you know they called the ambulance. She tells me where she's at. I jump in the car and go. I had no questions asked.
When they say usually accidents happen 5 minutes from the house, they aren't kidding.
Well, I heard that accidents happen at least 1 mile from the house, so I moved. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Stupid kid joke. But anyway, we just got out of the hospital. We're getting something for her to eat. We're going to go back to the house. Thank God it's just Tylenol and ibuprofen type of injuries.
Yeah, thank you to Lodi Memorial for their great service. And they weren't... because I had the airbag deploy in my face and it just slammed me, and I asked them specifically, like, even though they don't normally do a head scan, to please do so, because my aunt
same thing happened to her.
My aunt had a car accident. Her head hit the glass, and then a couple weeks later she had a stroke on the same side of her head. Mm-hmm. I'd say that's coincidental. So I said, can you please make sure, because her mom, my grandma, died of a brain aneurysm, so when we have head injuries, we take them seriously. So, but I appreciate Lodi Memorial for being willing to do that test, even though they said it's not usually standard. But I got hit pretty hard by that airbag, and I felt my head jostling around. So my head hurts pretty bad right now, even talking. As
I was leaving the scene to go see her in the emergency room, they were giving the other driver a field sobriety test. So it's quite possible the other driver was drunk.
Hopefully not. And honest mistakes happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, one or thing or the other, but I know I had the right of way. I shouldn't have had to worry about veering out of the way to avoid from a head-on collision. He should have stayed still.
That's true.
But I'm not saying anything, because only God knows what really happened.
And I have to say this, being on the opposite side of this, because Jen's been in the emergency room with me many times. When I've had issues with my heart, when I had my heart attack in 2017, she didn't leave my side. And I got the call, and I was there. And I cleaned up the stuff, got everything out of the car, because the car's going to the tow yard and it's going to be totaled.
Yeah, he helped me get everything out of the car, and he videoed the scene, because I never would have thought to do that. Mm-hmm. I always tell people, make sure you take pictures, but when it happens to you, you kind of go blank. So he videoed it, he took pictures.
Yeah.
He helped talk to the fire department people.
And the CHP and the ambulance. Taking care of the insurance and the driver's license.
Trying to find this or find that. A lot of things flew out of my purse. My purse was on the seat.
Talk about a God thing. One of the members of our church, Elliot, was driving by.
Yeah, somebody from our church was actually on, right there. So, and an off-duty fire department person was there too. Mm-hmm. So he was there, and then the other person from the church was also present. So I felt like I was in good hands.
Yeah. And, thank you, Elliot, because he helped me get a lot of stuff out of the car as well. And now it's in my car. But no questions asked. Just bam, bam, bam. He handed me. There was cash all over the floorboards in the car because her
My purse was on the seat. I was just running it around to get the battery recharged. We had just had it recharged because the battery's been having problems on it. So I got it jumped and was just driving around to kind of just what do they say that?
You just have to recharge the battery.
Yeah, recharge it. Just
the alternator has to run to charge the battery.
Like, kind of get some juice back in it. So I was just kind of cruising around back roads.
We kind of left it, just sitting when we were going back and forth to Arizona. So it needed to be driven, and Jen decided to do that. I was not feeling too hot today, so I was asleep. And when I was sleeping, she was getting stuff done, and then I get that call. And you talk about waking you up really fast. That did it. I'm just glad you're okay.
Me too, and I'm really glad you weren't with me. Because seriously, because I had to get out of the way, whoever was in the passenger would have had a way more intense experience than I did. I'm very blessed to be sitting here. If I hadn't had quick reactions and been 100% focused on the road, I probably wouldn't have been walking away as easily right now. So God definitely had a hand in it. So,
And it sucks because the car that we wrecked was a 2012
Spider
Eclipse.
Which is something they don't make anymore.
No, it was a wedding gift too.
It was a belated wedding.
And we drove down all the way to LA to pick it up.
And my son Daniel and his dad on our wedding day, that was their car instead of a limo. The men were in that car.
Yeah,
so
my nephew drove it.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Tommy drove it.
My nephew Tommy drove it there, and
I remember after
top down, stereo all the way up.
And he was saying he's like, do you know that the volume only goes up to 20? And I was like, oh, okay. And then like I thought about it after he told me, and I'm like, hey, that little nephew, he had my stereo all the way up. He could have blown the speakers. I'm like, he listened to it on the max?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stories around that car.
Yep.
But it's just a car. You can replace the car. There goes the lights. You can replace the car, but you can't replace the person.
No.
It's just stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just, scared I'm going to have long-lasting effects of this.
Because
my knees hurt.
Hopefully
really
it's
bad.
just bruises.
My head hurts. Hey. But God's glorious and He'll heal me.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to run this out. Maybe this will be the thought of the day. Who knows what it'll be, but just that she's okay. I got there and she's just bruised. Jen, I'm really happy that you're okay. I was scared when I was on the way there, but I don't know if you had a broken leg or what.
I was scared too. I could barely get out of the car. It hurt so bad. I was hobbling around.
So just, I'm blessed that I have a spouse, and I don't want her to be taken away from me anytime soon.
I'm blessed that I have a husband who really cares genuinely about me. Not just my physical well-being, but my emotional well-being.
Yeah.
I know he's going to be talking me off the ledge a couple times in the next couple hours going home because I'm still coming down from it.
Oh,
I don't freak
down.
out, and when everything's happening, I'm pretty calm as a cucumber most times. But once it's all done and I stop and I think about it, that's when I lose it. That's when I start crying, and I haven't quite had the release yet. But yeah, sorry, Dan. Hate to foreshadow me for later, but I know he's going to be here for me, and that's what's just glorious. And I'm so glad that I have a wonderful husband. Thank you.
Yeah, answered a prayer for both of us. So. With that, the routine. Are you going to say it?
Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, smash that like button.
Comment
below.
Mm-hmm. Or comment above. Anyway,
above, depends on where it is in the screen.
See ya.
See you next time.